I won $3.5 million in the Florida lottery.
In an instant,
Mom, we're millionaires.
everything can change.
Oh my God, it's real. This just saved everything.
Hitting the jackpot can turn your wildest dream
Now, if I want something, I'll go out and buy it.
into reality.
This one's priced right at 3.2.
Certainly not out of the question.
No matter what your fantasy happens to be.
Your future dinner, you know that?
From the family that was about to lose everything
We'd had to quit making the house payment, and we were filing for bankruptcy.
to the man who gave it all away.
I did a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have done, but can't cry over spilt milk.
To another who moved from the bleachers to pole position. 4 remarkable stories. 4 incredible transformations.
"21 minutes after the hour. Welcome back. Now, you and I joke all the time. I tell people I'm the most fortunate guy you'll meet today.
Yeah.
You say I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
Yeah.
I think we've just met the luckiest guy in the world. Joe Danette, how did the lottery change your life?
It put me in NASCAR. Pretty much, I've always been a fan. Now I'm an owner. I'm Joe Danette. I won $75.6 million from the Virginia Lottery, and this is what I got.
In May 2009, Joe Danette became the 3rd largest winner in the Virginia Lottery's 24-year history when he hauled in a jackpot of $75.6 million.
If I can win, anybody can win.
Like 75% of lottery winners, Joe opted for the lump sum payout and after taxes, deposited a check in the neighborhood of $25 million. With some of those winnings, he was able to make his wildest dream of owning a NASCAR Truck Series team a reality.
Hitting the lottery and winning the money I did pretty much made a dream of mine come true. This is what I've always wanted.
But before he hit the jackpot, Joe was scraping bottom. 47 years old, an unemployed contractor, Joe was living with his mother in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
I was just your every average day guy. January of '09, I got laid off from the company I was working for in Northern Virginia. Did things around there, odd jobs here and there to make ends meet. Getting to the point where I had a couple $100s in the bank. This is pretty much the road I traveled on every day, going to work, going to the store. Almost any convenience store or gas station along the way, I've stopped and bought lottery tickets. It's one of the stores right there. That one, that one. I lived about 2 miles down the road and came by here every day 3 or 4 times and buy my tickets. Well, this is where it all started, May 1st of 2009. Walked in here, just like I'm getting ready to walk in here now. I need 23 Mega Millions.
The average American spends $187 a year playing the lottery. In the year before the win, Joe spent $500 on tickets.
I myself, I would buy $23 in tickets. Let the computer pick 10, pick 3 of them myself, because I couldn't figure out a bunch of numbers to choose. So I was like, I could come up with 3 sets of numbers and that's it. May 1st, I went ahead and bought lottery tickets, and May 2nd, woke up, got on the computer, went to the lottery website, looked. So I went ahead and I went, well, I'll look at my numbers. Got that number, I saw a few of the other ones that I thought I had, and it was like I started reading them and went, oh, crap. I said, I hit it. It's all been a wild ride since.
Joe was driving a beat-up 10-year-old truck. Within hours of claiming his winnings, that all changed when Joe made the biggest purchase of his life.
Every guy wants cars, but I bought the ones I've always wanted. This is my baby. 2008, 40th anniversary, GT 500 KR Shelby. This was the first thing I bought. I'll always have this car.
Like Joe, most winners buy a new set of wheels with their winnings. But Joe didn't stop at one.
All of these right here are the keys to all of our toys.
Add it all up, and in the 2 years since his win, he's paid cash for $600,000 worth of vehicles.
Always going to get more. It's just, what's the next toy I get? When I walk into a place, if it catches my eye and I want it, I buy it.
Joe's got his eye on a new toy, and since his win, he's got money to burn.
What kind of toys are you looking for?
Four-wheelers.
Four-wheelers, ATVs, great.
ATVs, yeah.
You thinking utility or sport?
Sport.
Sport, let me
I
show you
don't have
what we
any
got.
use for utility. I don't do anything.
That sounds great.
I'm not real familiar with the riding of them and all that, but I don't want to get something cheap.
Kids,
How much that one run?
that one is $89.49.
I think I'll take it. What's the top speed on this guy?
35 miles per hour for you.
What's the price on that one?
That one's $36.99.
$36.99, that's it?
How's it feel?
That feels pretty good. I like that.
If you're paying cash, credit, or financing?
Oh, cash.
Sounds great.
Anything I buy is cash.
Great.
All right, let's sit down and see what we can do.
Sounds great. Follow me. And that's your total out the door there, Joe?
Okay, well, I think I'll take it.
Joe has spent less than a week's interest on the $25 million he took home from the win. Before 2009, the idea of owning even one home was out of the question for Joe. Since the jackpot, he's bought 4. He's currently living here in a $500,000 4-bedroom house.
I never thought I'd own my own home, much less buy a $500,000 home and pay cash. In my house, I've got a lot of rooms that I like. My favorite room, I can live in my basement, my NASCAR room.
For over 20 years, Joe has been another of the nation's millions of NASCAR fans. But with his winnings, he's created a shrine to his beloved sport that would be the envy of any gearhead.
This is my playground. I purchased this hood at an auction, a charity auction in Richmond. Kyle Busch's hood autographed. Anybody can get a hood, but if you get one that's been raced, it's a whole different story. From this end of the shelf all the way around, if anybody has won a championship in cup level, their car is up there. It's a collection that's pretty rare because if I tried to sell it, the whole set as a set, I can guarantee I get $40,000, $50,000 for it. Everything I have down here, I could probably get $150,000, $175,000. But I don't need to do that. I'm never gonna get rid of this stuff. If it wasn't for the lottery, I wouldn't be here.
Coming up, Joe's biggest purchase yet is going to put him somewhere most fans can only dream of.
Most people's reaction when I was gonna buy a team was like, are you nuts?
And later, the Florida winner who spent $300,000 buying cars for his buddies.
When I walk through the door, they'll say, "Hey, Jack, who you gonna buy a truck for today?"
True or false? You have a better chance of being bitten by a shark than hitting the Mega Millions jackpot. The answer when we come back.
When you think
Mom chose the
Hey, what's up?
did you know girl?
When I was deployed, I dated.
Spoonful of sugar. No.
This is exactly what I needed.
So all this time,
It doesn't work. Transforming these homeowners' lives will be a challenge.
She insists on keeping her plastic boot cup.
Tough Love with Hillary Farr. All new Monday at 9 on HGTV.
When I was deployed, I dated a young woman, and she informed me that she was pregnant.
so all this time, your daughter's whereabouts have been unknown.
Never expected this part of his life to surface.
My Big Fat Fabulous Life, tonight at 9 on TLC. True or false? You have a better chance of being bitten by a shark than hitting the Mega Millions jackpot. True. You're 15 times more likely to be bitten by a shark than win the Mega Millions jackpot. In May 2009, Joe Dinette's life went from the highway to the speedway when he won $75.6 million in the Virginia lottery. The average Virginia household earns around $60,000 a year. With the interest from his winnings, Joe can make that in less than a month.
Life is pretty much wild now.
In the 2 years since his win, Joe has accumulated $600,000 worth of horsepower. He's bought 4 houses and paid cash for every single one of them. With so many toys, Joe's running out of room in his current home, so he's going shopping for house number 5.
Are you excited?
The house is not really the major concern. Is like, I could get a piece of land, and I'd be happy. Never did I ever think that I'd be able to buy a house like this, much less go in and buy it for cash.
My name's Diane Hillman. I'm Joe's older sister, and I also act as his real estate agent. The house I'm going to show to Joe today has over 8,100 square feet.
It's pretty nice in here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful great room.
Joe worked on houses like this before the win. Now he's here as a potential buyer.
I think it's a steam shower. I'm not as
Yeah, it is a steam shower. I put one of these in one time.
But there's a unique custom feature that makes this house extra special.
I think the fact that there's a 1-acre pond is going to be the one thing that Joe is most interested in. And that's why I'm bringing him here today, is to see that pond.
This is it.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
More, actually.
Good.
I mean, it's
And you can
just what I
swim.
want. Well, they're wanting, what, 9 for it?
Just about, yes. 899,000.
You know, I can afford it, but will they take less?
I'll be more than happy to call right away and find out.
Tell me it's cash. No
Well-
financing, no waiting around, just
Like I said
get
earlier.
it done. This will be my personal moat around my castle.
There you go.
But the house negotiations must wait. Joe's heading down to Charlotte, North Carolina to check up on his biggest investment to date, his very own NASCAR Truck Series team. The cost, $3 million.
Most people's reaction when I was going to buy a team was like, are you nuts? I've been a racing fan probably since the early 80s. Now, I no longer am outside looking down at the track. I'm on my pit box, my own team. It's night and day.
Joe's team is gearing up for the season.
What's going on, buddy? How's it going, man? How's the trip? Good. Tiresome, just like usual.
That's right.
For me to drive down here to come to the race shop or the race here in Charlotte, it's about 25 and 6-hour trip. But every time I come down here, it's worth the trip. How many do we have now?
We'll have 7. Our 7th truck will be here in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Joe's team finished 5th at their last race, thanks to driver Jason White.
I've been a driver, and Joe was looking to be an owner. And I've always been number 23. He said, hey, man, I picked 23 lottery tickets. Man, it was a perfect match made in heaven, and it's been awesome ever since. But Joe, to be a fan for 20 years, to be in the stands, and now to be an owner, it's unheard of, and it's just neat. It's a lot of fun.
As a fan, Joe would spend roughly $50 for a ticket in the stands. Now he's invested millions for a spot in the pit box, and he considers it a bargain.
It's expensive, but not in the same aspect of, say, buying an NFL team or a baseball team or something like that. The cost of the trucks is roughly $80,000 a piece. To run an operation like this takes 7, 8 full-time people at the shop working 6, 7 days a week.
Joe's adding a 2nd truck and driver to the team.
That's cool.
The new designs are ready for his approval.
Hey, I like that one.
I know, isn't this one fun? I like the stars on the leg. So we have your final approval?
Yeah.
Perfect.
When somebody comes up to you and talks to you about NASCAR, are you excited to tell them about what you're doing, about our sport, and how great it really is?
I love talking about NASCAR. It's a great sport. Everybody should be able to try it or at least go see a race. Once you go see a race, you're addicted.
You're doing this for all the right reasons, it sounds like.
I'm trying to.
If it wasn't for the lottery, I wouldn't be standing here. Being able to say, I own a team in the sport that I love the most is a dream come true.
Coming up,
I did a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have done.
a $3.5 million winner who lived the lottery high life for just 18 months.
Can't cry over spilt milk. You can't bring it back.
Get ordinary pretzels.
Mommy.
Symptom relief. Ask your
From the entire.
I was wondering if your boats are for sale.
Nope, them are my boats.
Oh, these are your boats?
All these are my boats.
I feel like I'd have to win the lotto to afford something like that.
That's what I did. That's what happened. That's
No
a good
kidding.
deal, boy.
You kidding me?
No, that's it. Hi, I'm Crappy Jack, and I won $3.5 million in the Florida lottery.
In January 2010, Jack Foles reeled in the catch of a lifetime when he hit Florida Lotto's $3.5 million jackpot. Jack took the winnings as a lump sum and before taxes received just over $2 million. Each year, Florida residents spend over $4 billion on lottery tickets. But for Jack, it was a casual chance purchase. He was at a local store when he decided to check his ticket.
I handed the ticket to the girl, and she put it in the machine, and it came up, "Congratulations, you have won the jackpot." And I just went down on my knees.
Before winning the lottery, hardworking Jack struggled to make ends meet.
I'm a simple country boy, just old-fashioned. I had a life that was tolerable. I was working 2 jobs. I worked at the golf course, and I worked delivering pizzas. Now that I've won the lotto, I don't have to work at them jobs anymore, and I just enjoy life.
Look at that, Ethan! An avid fisherman since childhood, Jack used his winnings to fulfill a lifelong dream.
Crappy Jack's Bait and Tackles, Crappy Jack.
Opening his very own bait and tackle store.
I was born here in Florida. Been fishing Lake Okeechobee and the surrounding areas all of my life. This is kind of something I've wanted to do all of my life, is have a bait and tackle store. And once I hit the lotto, then, you know, I was fortunate enough to do that.
Before his win, Jack was working 60 hours a week on a golf course. Now, as his own boss, he works over 90, starting with a daily 5 a.m. wake-up call.
Yeah, I found this building. I liked it. I liked the location of it. I gave him $200,000 for the building, and I put $90,000 in merchandise in stock. Hey, what's happening, Tim? Are you catching any fish?
Sir, no. See, you asked me the wrong question. Are you catching any fish?
I don't get a chance to go fishing. I could get somebody in here to watch the store, and I could go fishing, but, you know, then you got to pay somebody to do that. When you make $17 a day, you can't do that. Y'all have fun. Come back and see me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we got a customer out there. Hey, how you doing? Crappy Jack.
Michael,
How you
nice to
doing?
meet you. Crappy Jack, where'd the name come from?
That came from my wife. She was my second ex-wife, and I started chasing her, and she thought I was pretty crappy.
I was wondering if your boats are for sale.
Nope, they were my boats. That's a custom boat that I designed on a computer and had Ranger build it for me. That cost $69,760.60.
This is a Cadillac of boats here.
I really never had any boats that I could call my own when I was growing up. And I was always fishing from the shore or fishing off other people's boat. And since I won the lotto, now I fish in the biggest and the best boat that Ranger makes. All right, what would you like, quarter pound?
Quarter pound.
All righty. We usually get $3 for a tube of crickets. People hook them with the hooks, and they take them out there, and they use them for bluegill and shell crackers. There you go there.
All right, thank you.
All right, sir, come back and see us. All right, we did good today. Did a fine job.
As well as the store, Jack bought himself a new set of wheels. This tricked-out dream machine cost $52,000.
I don't care for cars, so I bought me a truck.
There's one person in Jack's life that he'll always make time for. Dear friend, Boots Etheridge. Jack's parents died over 20 years ago, and since then, Boots has been like a second mom.
Hey, Ma.
Hey, son. What's
How you
going on?
doing? Not much. Come to see you.
After winning the jackpot, Jack's been able to repay her kindness in a big way.
The biggest thing that sticks in my mind the most is being able to help Boots and Jean.
When her husband, Gene, was critically ill, Boots was struggling to pay her mortgage.
I found out that she had a $42,000 mortgage on her home and that she wasn't going to be able to stay there because she couldn't afford it. So I paid their house off for $42,000.
He says, Mom, sit down. So I sit on the bed, and Jack handed me an envelope. And I just sat there for a few minutes. He said, well, open the envelope. So I opened it, and of course, when I looked at it, I started crying. And he'll always be my son, no matter what.
And Boots isn't the only recipient of Jack's generosity. He spent over $500,000 helping other friends make their mortgage payments. And he sacrificed even more of his winnings to buy vehicles for friends in need.
In all reality, I probably spent about $350,000 up there on 9 vehicles. And when I walk through the door, they'll say, "Hey, Jack, who you gonna buy a truck for this today?"
Jack's given away most of his winnings. The rest he used to set up his bait and tackle store. There's nothing left from the $3.5 million win.
I did a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have done. But you can't cry over spilt milk. You can't bring it back.
But Jack was able to bring back the love of his life, Lola.
We was married in the 80s, and we'd gotten divorced. And we've been divorced for about 22 years. And I had never even stopped loving this woman.
He asked me to call him. I said, okay. And I hung up. I told Leanna, I'm not calling him. But then he started pursuing, and he was in hot pursuit.
That was pretty crappy,
and
too,
now,
wasn't it?
look.
Jack and Lola have remarried and settled down to a quiet life on the farm.
Welcome to the prairie.
She's laying down good. Come here. Get over here. Come here. Hey. Look at that. Baby rabbits. Stop it. Your future dinner, you know that?
I like to do this, and as you can see, all of my critters are treated well.
And I go around to the farms and I buy bulk bags of potatoes and corn and tomatoes and peppers, and she gets that pressure canner out and starts canning them up.
Oh, Jack, if you ever bring home that many potatoes again, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We do a lot of canning. You know, it's our anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought maybe we could go out on the boat and eat some cupcakes.
All right. Works for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Lola out for our anniversary tonight, and we're gonna do our little cupcake eating ceremony for the 1-year anniversary.
But Jack's got a surprise in store.
But she doesn't know that I have dinner catered to us that's coming out, and also a live band. Happy anniversary. You believe it's been 1 year already?
Nope.
Unbelievable.
Feels like about 6 months. I was having such a good time, I almost forgot about it.
But I sure am glad you're part of my life and my store. Sure makes everything happy.
This was a nice surprise. I would have been just as happy with a bucket of chicken.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
I love you.
Though Jack doesn't have a cent left from his win, he wouldn't change a thing.
The lottery does a lot of different things to different people. I took this and did what I wanted to do with it, and then I helped a lot of people, and everything else is down the road.
Coming up, this lucky slot player joins the high rollers.
Think I just won fun cashola at Dover Downs.
And later,
I've been unemployed for a year.
a bankrupt couple gets the win of a lifetime.
This just saved everything.
What's the biggest unclaimed lottery jackpot in U.S. history? Find out later.
I do anything to hear, Mommy,
Give it to me.
your morning routine. Is the hidden object matters. Advanced home security.
Plan. We touched no walls.
Oh, wow.
Playing the slots. It was sold in India.
No Demo Reno. Season premiere Thursday at 9 on HGTV.
What's the biggest unclaimed lottery prize in U.S. history? A $51,700,000 Powerball ticket was sold in Indiana in 2002 and never claimed. In May 2011, Bert Dickerson hit it big playing the slots.
I just won $4,800,000 on cashola at Dover Downs.
He won the biggest ever jackpot in Delaware history.
Hey, come on in.
This recruitment consultant is sharing his winnings and his life with his partner, Jamie Tyree.
If I had to describe a relationship in 2 or 3 sentences, I would say that we have a good time together.
We've been through the good and the bad and a lot of in-between times, but now I think we're definitely on an upswing.
This is Picklebird. He just really wants his 15 minutes of fame on TV. I just don't want to come across like the weird bird lady, so I just want you to know I have him here.
But it's not just with Jamie and their animals that Bert shares his life. In the last 2 years, he's developed a whole other kind of relationship.
I get the biggest thrill out of playing slots. My relationship to casinos and gambling actually is a relatively regular thing. I love coming and talking to the local folks, playing the games, and just people watching. It's a lot of fun, at least for me. You can never count on being lucky. Luck is luck. I'm down $7.
In May 2011, Lady Luck was on Bert's side.
I went through my regular routine, playing quarter slots on up to the dollar slots. After about my 3rd spin, I noticed all of the progressive jackpot lights went out, but I wasn't sure if I'd really hit anything. I kind of thought to myself, is this real? I mean, did I break the machine? Why did all the jackpot lights go out?
Bert beat the 1 in 7 million odds. And Jamie, he slept through the whole thing.
Right away, I'm like, you're effing with me. No way. And I'm like, I gotta go tell my mom, I gotta go tell my mom. So I'm like, Mom, we're millionaires.
Bert is being careful with his winnings. Just a month in, he's yet to make a big purchase for himself. But Jamie, on the other hand...
I got a Mercedes-Benz. I saw the sales associate and I said, I know you're supposed to be looking at like motors and safety and things like that, but I really love like anything that lights up and makes noises, and I love the bells and whistles.
So as you can see, it's absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And if you take a peek inside, got my heated steering wheel, my DVD player navigation.
I could drive off the lot feeling like P. Diddy.
Thank you.
Bert also bought a car for Jamie's mother, Wanda, who recently moved into the couple's Virginia townhouse. After spending $130,000 on cars for Jamie and Wanda, Bert's ready to start spending on himself, beginning by indulging his love of cooking.
My culinary travels, if you will. Back in 2005 or 2006, I spent 6 weeks in Thailand attending a professional chef's course. And then I spent the remaining 4 filming a cooking show. Got a little bit creative here, and I made a baster out of this wonderful pandan leaf. It's important to keep your ingredients all wet with this fabulous marinade. My true fantasy would be to have a regularly scheduled cooking show on a major network. You can even add a little bit of palm sugar to sweeten it up a little bit if that tickles your fancy.
And to start him on his culinary journey, Bert's ready to spend big on some kitchen must-haves.
Well, I definitely want a chef's kitchen with the proper appliances and utensils. But now that I have a big chunk of change, I like to do everything right, if you will, the first time, and go from there.
So excited to have you.
I appreciate it.
Perhaps maybe the easiest way to go today is to give you guys registry runs. And here we are. Let's start shopping.
I already see something I like.
Oh, that's the old style.
You gotta have some color in your
That's
kitchen.
old. Yeah, but not from a rooster.
Yes, I love roosters.
That's from your country kitchen, Wanda.
I know.
You're in the big city now.
That's okay.
I think today Bert is going to go crazy, like a kid in a candy shop. I'm just going to let him have his way. He can do what he wants, have a great time.
There's so many gadgets. I think I could spend a week in this store and not be finished. A fresh juice squeezer.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Something enjoyable.
Let's get that.
Look that. Okay, so we'll scan that. There we go. Mention mixing bowls.
Yeah.
Some
We
porcelain.
never have enough of these, right?
Go.
Let's get that one.
Scan that. No. Okay, well, I guess the Ferrari red it is. I'm happy that I hit the jackpot. This has enabled me to splurge a little bit on myself in an area that I really thoroughly enjoy. I'd actually like a couple of these, so let's do 3 of these.
Bert's slowly getting the hang of this Millionaire thing. But Jamie's a quick study.
And I think we need another one of these, too.
I already have 2 of those, Jimmy.
But aren't they dirty? Do we need a new paper towel thing?
No, I think we're okay there. Are you crazy?
No.
What are you going to use them for? You're going to break the bank.
Coming up, Bert goes in search of his dream kitchen.
Wow, Bert, this is your type of kitchen.
But are the stakes too high, even for this gambler?
This one's priced right at 3.2.
And later, when all hope is lost,
We were filing for bankruptcy.
a $1 million miracle knocks on the door.
Hello there.
God, it's real.
To hear.
Hair is always
Silencia. I'd like to thank my
and mood swings. And
only got blown to smithereens.
While Bert's being cautious with his winnings, in May 2011, Bert Dickerson joined the High Rollers Club when he hit Delaware's largest ever jackpot and took home $4.8 million. While Bert's being cautious with his winnings, his partner Jamie is enjoying a brand new car.
I got a Mercedes-Benz.
Like 80% of lotto winners, Bert plans to use his jackpot to buy a new house.
Gorgeous. Wow. The best thing about the win is it's definitely going to take a lot of stress away from my dream of purchasing a home.
I'm Wanda and Jane.
Hi, how are you? Come on in.
And so Bert, Jamie, and Wanda are going in search of their dream home.
I'm Jane Webb. I specialize in high-end real estate. We're looking at homes that hopefully will fit his need.
Priced at over $3 million, this first mega mansion is at the very top of their budget. It has 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms.
So for most, this would just be a fabulous home, and it just gets better and better.
It sure does.
But for amateur chef Bert, there's only one thing that matters.
Wow, Bert, this is your type of kitchen.
Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. What do you think of all that space? My wish list would consist of a chef's kitchen.
2 dishwashers here.
Oh, wow. Whenever I have dinner parties, people come over, they tend to congregate in the kitchen. I'll explain what I'm cooking. And I find that to be very enjoyable.
So coming to the master suite here.
I'm just happy being with them. That is my home. And it doesn't matter what they get. Whatever they get's going to be fine with me. See, I could have my own little room back there, my bed, and I could put my sofa here, and I just fix this up. Y'all never see me.
Bert and Jamie know what they want, though it might not be the same thing.
I just want something that doesn't break the bank, that's functional.
I really want a home that says, hey, here's a little bit of luxury. Enjoy it.
Bert, this is where we could have disco on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Disco?
Disco
Yeah.
Saturday.
All right, do you have any other questions?
You know better than to ask me. I love it.
Bert, what do you think?
Well, I think it's an absolutely gorgeous home, but perhaps a little out of our budget.
Bert, Jamie, and Wanda check out house number 2.
Hello again. Hello, hello.
This home we're about ready to go into, I'm really excited to see. I hear that it's done to the nines in terms of amenities.
Wow.
I love this.
I love it already.
Spectacular.
I know.
A stretch at $3.2 million. This is no starter mansion. At over 12,000 square feet, this home boasts 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and more amenities than you can imagine.
This house is very tricked out, a lot better than the other one.
I was in heaven with the kitchen. I could see myself, entertaining an intimate party there and having a lot of fun doing it. Wow.
This is the master suite.
Oh, my gosh.
So it has the Austrian chandelier.
Do you have a checkbook?
Wowee.
There is no master bedroom. There is nothing I've ever seen that compares to that. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. This is my kind of closet. I don't mind being in the closet if I can go back to this.
The one thing that I do want you to see is a very spectacular home theater.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, my.
I'm kind of speechless. I've never been in such an elaborate home theater.
House number 2's a hit.
Price tag kind of scares me, but it's certainly not out of the question. I think it's definitely, a possibility. we need to certainly review our options and see what we can come up with.
I love that.
Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure.
Bert's millionaire journey is just beginning. He may have been slow to start living the $1 million lifestyle, but with Jamie's help, he's starting to get the hang of it.
But I was tired of tricking myself, with these fantasies. Now this can be a reality, and the future holds a lot of promise.
Coming up, the family that was about to lose everything.
All I could think was, we don't have to move.
How much did Americans spend on the lottery in 2010? Find out later.
I haven't really had girl time.
Before you...
June's journey is the hidden object.
Your home. Prevent
20%.
Essential. And what we're left with.
medicine.
You're Stephanie?
Yes, I am.
Well, guess what, Stephanie?
You have no idea what this just did to our lives. This just saved everything. Aaron!
The Publishers Clearinghouse prize of $1 million saved this Boise, Idaho couple from bankruptcy.
I'd lost my job in 2008 of July. I worked in a logistics capacity. I'd made pretty substantial money at that time. And because I came with a pretty high-priced ticket, I got downsized. And was a substantial supporter in the household at that time, so it left a big hole in our finances. We took a lot of steps to save money. You start downsizing real quick. The unemployment was still coming in, and of course we'd had to quit making the house payment. That's why it was in foreclosure, and we were filing for bankruptcy.
With Stephanie unemployed for a year, their truck repossessed, and the bank about to take away their home, they saw the sweepstakes as their last hope.
I read on PCH.com that a gal named Natalie B. had just won the Super Sweepstakes in 2008, and how she did it is she entered every single day faithfully on the computer. I faithfully entered every single day.
And after 5 months, Stephanie's determination paid off. She beat 1.75 billion to 1 odds to win the Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes.
So I was in the office when I heard the knock on the door and saw the balloons and the Prize Patrol van sitting out front and all these cameras sitting on the front yard, and my heart just sank. And I just started screaming, "Honey, they're here, they're here."
Yes, I did come out that day finally. I was busy painting my toenails and being a little nervous. And so I came out and stood here and looked down, and right through this window, I could see Dave Sayer, the balloons, and knew what was happening at that time. So I did have to take a minute at the top of the stairs. So when I got down here, I met up with Sean. I was trying to kind of get him to go with me at that time, but he pretty much ushered me out the door, and there everybody was. And the day just started off with a big bang.
Hello there.
Oh my God, it's real!
You're Stephanie?
Yes, I am.
Well, guess what, Stephanie?
Oh my God! This is fantastic! You have no idea what this just did to our lives. Thank you. Aaron! Oh, thank you.
How are you holding up?
I have no idea. I've been unemployed for a year.
Oh my God.
This just saved everything.
I don't know if it was hope and belief that it would happen or just positive thinking, and it did happen.
Stephanie opted for the lump sum payout, and after taxes, received $260,000.
All I could think about was, we don't have to move. Our garage was packed full of boxes. Pulling that sign up and throwing it in the trash and saying we can keep the house is an experience that will live with me for a lifetime.
No, my attorney did not believe me when I called him. Literally just thought I was pulling his leg or joking with him for some reason, or maybe I'd lost my mind during bankruptcy and decided to call and said I'd won $1 million. Luckily, we hadn't actually gone to court, so it was just him doing the paperwork. And then I called the bank immediately on the truck. That was Sean's baby beforehand, and I felt responsible for losing it. So that was a good thing for me. I felt really good about that.
And Stephanie used $36,000 to catch up on their mortgage payments. 2 years later, Stephanie and Sean haven't just gotten their lives back, they've upgraded.
Looking pretty good.
With their winnings, they've built the party-ready patio they've always wanted.
So today, finally, we're able to entertain out on our patio, and we're having a great party and great fun. That's always been part of the fabric of how we live, and having people over and cooking. So during the summer, barbecuing and entertaining outside is very important to us.
I think a lot of people think everything changes when you win the lottery, but I think the biggest change for my mom was just to be able to keep everything that she had.
The biggest difference I've seen and the biggest improvements I've seen is the quality time they've been able to invest in family and themselves.
But they aren't just improving their barbecue skills. The Gornicheks are working on their swing, too. And thanks to all the sweepstakes cash, they've turned a love for golf into a big business.
Golf has always been a passion of ours. It has always been a dream of ours to own our own business. So with our winnings, we started our own golf website. We were able to go ahead and have it professionally designed.
At a cost of $7 grand. From golf clubs to novelty head covers, the Gornicheks sell it all. And on top of their miracle million, the profits are just gravy.
Today, we're bringing out our Golf Addicts golf team to do a little golf tournament. And we're just hoping to have a really good time today. Did I ever think I'd win Publishers? No, I didn't think I'd win. It's not, I mean, you have hope and dreams that would just be exciting and fun, and you talk about it. I mean, to really think you're gonna get picked out of several millions of people, no. It was life-changing.